Uh, Today, inshallah, we will start with the actual rigging in Maya. Today, we will start with creating joints. Maya called them joints or bones that we are going to use them for animation. For now, we are going to animate the joints after binding them to the model. But of course, when we work with the characters, we are going to add controllers to these joints or bones, and then we are going to animate the controllers. So let us start with the joints. Of course, here you need to select the rigging. I'm going to try them on something simple. For example, text. For example, here's my name. Let me clear the history, freeze transformation, and center the pivot. After that, let me fix the model topology, but because for sure this is not a good topology or a clear topology. In order to clear the topology, I need to go back to modeling and then mesh, re-topologize. Re-topologize, I explained it to you before. It's a new tool added to Maya. Still has some weaknesses, but in many conditions, it will be very helpful for us. For example, here, let us try it. Ignore and continue. Now we can see the topology fixed professionally. Okay, now last step, by clicking on Shift, I'm going Shift and right click. I'm going to separate them. Okay. Then I'm going back to the rigging. Here we have a menu called Skeletal. Inside Skeletal, you can see or you can find the all the controllers you need related to joints. We have a create we can create joints. We can add joints to the skeleton we create. We can mirror what we create. We can, I'm not going to speak on orient now. We can remove some joints. We can connect a new joints to our skeleton, or we can disconnect the part of our skeleton. IK handle, IK spline, all of these, we are going robot skeleton and the others. The last one, quick rig and human IK. We will learn about most of them very soon. But for now, we are going, as I said, we are going to start with the basics. So I'm going to try for now, create joints firstly. So I click here and here. Now I have joints. But you can see it will not be appropriate, it will not be professional creating joints in perspective. See? For example, if I want to create a joint to use inside the first letter, if I click here, like this, this is not accurate. So what we usually do, for example, we can go to the front wireframe. and then let me start. Enter to finish the skeleton. Okay, let us try some other tools available. For example, insert joints. I want to add any joints inside this path, inside this series of joints, I can use the insert. For example, if I want to add another joint here between these two joints, I need to click here. I need to click here and drag. See? And then I can fix it like this. Okay? If I want to remove a joint inside these series, for example, if I selected this one, and then I hit on delete, all series will be deleted. Okay, if I want to delete this joint only, what I need to do, skeleton, remove joints. See? Okay. For example, here, let me try to add a skeleton here. Okay. I might need to insert another joint here and place it correctly like this, and this one here. Okay. And let me use, if I want to create another series that will be connected to this series, I need to click on create joints. Okay. And then I'm going to click here. Like this. Okay. But now you can see that the joints are not connected. How can I connect them? I need to select both of them. In Skeleton, I need to click on connect. Now, if I click here, this will be the reference to all of these. The reference to the skeleton in this situation will be here. In human skeleton, the hips usually the reference for the skeleton. But here, the reference is here to the all skeleton. Any question? If you want to disconnect them, you can select both of them and click on disconnect. But for now, I'm not going to disconnect them. Any question? You can see that they are connected here. Okay, let us move to the next step. First, after I create the skeleton, I need to make sure that the skeleton inside the model. So I need to go back to the perspective, and you can see where are my skeleton. But now it is accurate. I can convert to wireframe, and then I can move it inside the model like this. This one, I need to click on the reference, as I said. And then I can change them like this. Okay, sometimes sometimes the size of the joints might be tiny or very large. How you can fix the size of the joints? Here inside the channel box, you have something. We have something called radius. But if you change it now, only the first one or the first joint will be changed. Let us try. See, if we want to change the size to all joints, we need to do select hierarchy. Select all the joints, and then you can increase or decrease. The joint size doesn't affect the joint binding with the model. Only the appearance of the joints to make your task easier working with the joints, just like that. So the effect of the binding will not be more or less by increasing or decreasing the radius. Clear? Okay. After I finish and prepare the skeleton, I need to select the skeleton. With Shift, I need to select the model, and then I need to go to Scan and Bind. Inside Bind, we have some options. We might explain them later, but for now, I'm just going to click on Bind. When you have the skeleton in this color, this means that the skeleton is connected to the model correctly. Correctly means that you do not have a problem, but sometimes if you arrange the skeleton in a wrong way, yeah, you will face some problems with the animation. Last step I did, I selected the skeleton started from the reference, and with Shift, I selected the model, but focus, you need to make sure that the skeleton placed in correct way. For example, here I want it to be, usually we put it inside the model. Okay. After that, I went here to the skin, and then I selected the first one, bind skin. One click. And if you have it colored, as I said, this means that the skeleton now is connected to the model. Let me try do anything. For example, if I select the spawn, okay, let me select this spawn. What about this? Of course, some artifacts start appearing because I don't have edges enough. And I am now moving freely. So it's okay for this to happen now. Okay, I'm going to try to create some animation to this skeleton. I'm going to selection, hierarchy, and then I'm going to click on S on keyboard to add a frame. For example, at frame 5, I'm going to click on another S, and then I'm going back to the first frame. I'm going to select the scale, change them to 0. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the last joint. I'm going to count their number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I'm going to move 12 by 5, 60 frames. So I'm going to move the keys for the last joint to 60. This one 55. No, not this. Yeah, this one. Redo. This one 50. This one 45. This one 40. This one 35. This one 30. This one 25. This one 20. This one 15. This one 10. Yeah, I have. Let me check now. Yeah, I can select them. Hierarchy. And then I'm going to select all of these and drag them here. Let me hit on play now. Okay, if I want to make the animation faster than this, I can drag it and make it within 30 frame.